to get off that. And Abdullah goes to spike Patrick.
All right.
And grabs Patrick in the headlock.
All right, that's it. That's the bit. That's the bit. That was Abdullah Butcher, XPW. This is the Rob Black Show. Had to turn on the other feed. We got like two. I told you guys this is the Rob Black Show. I'm Rob Black. In case some of you don't know that. The most controversial. I was talking to Katie about this last night. The word popular. What does the word popular mean? Does the word popular necessarily mean everybody loves you? Or does most popular mean the most known about, most talked about? Which one does it mean? If you're talking about outside world, meaning some fucking rap artist at the supper club, knowing who I am over, say, Jesse Jane, no. But when you talk about the industry and you talk about a popular / polarizing / controversial, there's nobody bigger than me. I'll tell you, I've never had this much attention over anything that we have printed in my entire life. And we've printed a lot of stuff. And I've never had this much controversy as we have in the last 3 days. Seriously, in the last 3 days, we've had more controversy, and I'll get to that. But it's the Rob Black Show, and you're watching this on a couple ways you can watch us on. You could watch us on adultfyi.com, which www.adultfyi.com. You can watch us on theroblackshow.com, www.theroblackshow.com, or you can watch us on Google Plus / YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels. We have Rob Black TV, and then we have the Rob Black Show. We've got a whole bunch of. Basically, there's like 4 different ways you can. And let's not forget Blog Talk Radio. So if you don't even want to watch me, you don't even watch my as somebody said, the oil painting that I am. If you don't want to watch the oil painting that I am, somebody said that about me yesterday. I'm on the blog. Somebody said in response to my Ginger Lynn article, "Oh, and you're an oil painting." I don't know if I'm a fucking oil painting. I'm not the fucking Mona Lisa. But I'll tell you, I think I'm. See that look? That's the pose. I think I'm halfway decent. I'm fucking a lot better. Listen, if anybody could talk about used to look like a fucking walrus and then having some self-respect, it's me. At one point, I weighed 258 pounds. And I had dreadlocks down to here that were rainbow colored. I looked horrible. So please, I know what it's like. I know what it's like. So the way we have our viewing set up is it's just bizarre. It is, because we originally had a YouTube channel which was Sinister TV, and then we switched that to Rob Black TV. But before that, we had a station called Rob Black Show, and then we were only on Blog Talk Radio. And then we branched out and put it on our own streaming service. And that goes on Adult FYI. And then somebody told us if we get a certain amount of views, we can go right onto YouTube and use their streamer, because what we would do is we record the show on Adult FYI and the Rob Black Show. So it records into our system. Then when it's done, we have to take that feed, because if you notice, our feed on Adult FYI is better than the YouTube feed. So then the Adult FYI feed, we have to knock it down because it's like 2.5 fucking gigs. And we have to shrink it so then we can upload it to YouTube. And it's this whole process. So when somebody told us that you can record right off the YouTube if you have a certain amount of subscribers or views, whatever the fuck it was, we then said, oh, okay, well, let's set up a separate camera for YouTube. That way, I don't have to take the good feed and take 6 hours to transcode it and do all this bullshit to get it on YouTube. We'll just use the lower-end YouTube feed as the replay of the show. So that's what we do. And then we take the good stream feeds and chop them up into individual bits, and that's what you see on the Rob Black Show. So if you go to the Rob Black Show on YouTube, you'll see that it's extremely different than Rob Black TV. Rob Black TV is just an archive of the one camera view that we have here in the 900 or the 700 quality that it streams at. Rob Black Show on YouTube is our dissected show. So if you go there, you'll see you'll see the shows, like you'll see graphics that say Legless Dancer on Dancing with the Stars 1 month ago, 315 views, 17 minutes. You'll see Fred Phelps is dead. The God Hates Fags guy, he's dead. That's only got 43 views. Then you'll go to interviews with girls. We got an interview with Trinity Post. A month ago we put it up. It's 670 views. Then we have our XPW intro from when we, right before we closed the company. 382 views. I did a skit on Jim Isray. That's only at 40 views. So it depends, you know. Some of the bits we do get more, some of them get less. And they're cut individually off of the 3.5-hour telecast or the 5-hour telecast. Rob Black TV is just the entire low-quality stream. I know, it's fucking confusing. But, God damn it, Monday it's all going to change, because on Monday we're not going to be doing the Yahoo stream or the YouTube stream anymore, because the new format, if you're watching it on YouTube, you'll really be ass fucked, because you won't get any of the new stuff. Why? Because we have everything going through these video switchers now, where we'll be putting pictures on the screen. So when I'm talking and I say, hey, take a look at Ginger Lynn, you'll be able to see a picture of Ginger Lynn in the left corner of my head. Kind of like The Daily Show. That all is through the Adult FYI, the Rob Black Show stream. So if you're on Google or the YouTube, you won't be able to see it. Just like when we go to the Katie Summers segment, when you're on YouTube or Google, you're not able to see Katie either. You have to switch over because we don't have other cameras set up for Google. So Google's always just been a way to just throw up the show as fast as possible, because the show gets done at 3 and it's up on the sites and ready by 3:15. With the other things, they have to be edited, and it's a whole fucking process. So you don't get the full experience. And when we switch to the new format in the new studio with all the new equipment, you really won't get the fucking vibe. Because I'll be talking going, take a look at this. And people on Google, YouTube will be like, what am I looking at, asshole? I'm not seeing nothing. So that'll be really fucked up. Anyways, there's that story. And if you go to my Twitter, Instagram, you'll actually see a little video of the studio, and I told everybody a couple days ago. They were telling me that it would be done by this weekend, and I was looking at it going, I don't think so. I don't think you guys are going to have it done by the weekend. And last night when I went there, I was like, they might have it done this weekend. And before we came to the office, I had to have a little conference call that we'll get into. But before then, I was at the studio checking out the new set, and I was like, all right, it's definitely going to be done. I mean, the walls are basically all constructed, blue, red, and they're in the process of putting up the spotlights, which are going to be fucking awesome. And yeah, it's going to be done. It's going to be done it'll be done tonight. I would say the studio will probably be done tonight. I'll probably have an official picture of the studio tonight. I would say it's done. I think they're going to pick up the counter or the desktops today. But yeah, it's going to be done. The fucking studio is going to be done tonight, I would say. So I'm very excited about that. Anyways, there's the bullshit intro, giving you guys an update of what the fuck is going on with all the channels and all the YouTubes and all that bullshit. It's just been a plethora of stuff, trying to get this all situated and what we're gonna do and how we're formatting it and blah 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 blah. Big pain in the ass. But I promise you, you guys, when you see the new format, you guys are going to come on yourself. I know it's not going to run smooth the first couple days. We were talking about it last night. We were already planning the first couple bits. We actually have a bit called Then and Now. Considering the Ginger Lynn story that we posted has been so controversial, that we're actually going to give you a visual fucking history lesson of not just Ginger Lynn, but a whole bunch of other porn stars that were working then, and they're working now, and what they look like. And to be fair, we will have pictures of guys in there, from Ron Jeremy on down to Herschel Savage. So you'll actually be able to see a picture of Ron Jeremy when he was all young and thin and just, yeah, not looking like a fucking slob that he is, to now, where you go, what the fuck happened? What happened? So, and there might even be a picture of me in there, of Rob with dreadlocks weighing 250 pounds to now being an oil painting. So, get ready. But I know it won't be smooth in the beginning. I know I'm going to say, let me see Ginger Lynn, and the button's going to be pushed, and there'll be like a big gaping asshole to the side of my head. I'd be like, that's not Ginger Lynn. That's a gaping asshole. So it will be quite exciting as to where we're going to go. All right, so let's get into the interesting controversy that has been swarming around the Rob Black Show and everything that has been going on. And it's funny as fuck. Seriously, it's funny as fuck. Because it's definitely pretty bizarre of what is happening, but let me give you guys some information. So here's what happened, and it's funny because this all happened on a just on accident. It really did. And so about 4 days ago, I think it was about 4 days ago, we were told, and it was in an offhanded gesture, that if you went to XBiz's message boards, they had run a post saying that was Rob Black the new Mike South? That's what it said. And on that post, you had tons of people responding. Okay, tons of people responding on the thread, calling me a crackhead, calling me a jack-off, every name in the book. And this thread was started by the owner of XBiz, Alec Helm. It's his website, it's his magazine, and it's his message board. So he's allowed to do whatever he wants. And that being creating a post to invoke people to trash me. No problem. What the fuck? People have opinions. We live in a free society where people are allowed to say what they feel and what they fucking want. Doesn't matter. God bless. Well, I heard about this, and I said, well, that's kind of silly because I think Mike South and Rob Black are extremely different. Rob Black is an opinion blog, talk show. We're not somebody that necessarily claims that we have all of this damning information from all of our anonymous sources. And if people aren't nice to us, we're going to reveal this information. And we don't do that. We don't engage with talent and tell them, we're going to show people the text messages where you got a girl pregnant. It's not what we do. It's fucking retarded. We simply hear issues or read about issues or things of that nature, and then we comment on them. That's why we do a 5-hour show. And we simply say, oh, here's our take on this story. And whether it's a positive or a negative, whether it hurts people's feelings or it makes people feel positive, ultimately, it's there to be thought-provoking. It's there for people to go, interesting point of view. And when we did the story about Ginger Lynn, people immediately took it as attacking Ginger Lynn as being Fat Elvis. And that was really simply just a small piece of what we were talking about. And if you were Amber Lynn, and if you were Christy Canyon, and if you were Rebecca Bardot, you would have read that piece and thought, what a really nice piece. That's awesome. That is a well thought out article. Why? Because it talks about how those women are the same age as Ginger Lynn, and they look fabulous, and they've kept themselves together, and Amber Lynn looks better than the 20-year-olds that are in porn today. So now, Ginger Lynn or Amber Lynn would have read the article and said, wow, that was a nice piece. Ginger Lynn would have read the article and said, that was a shitty piece. So you have one article and you have two people feeling a different way about it. And my question is, well, which way is the right way? And who's to say that way is the way that is the law of the land? So when that gets posted and somebody goes, I want to take that down, and somebody goes, well, why? And they go, well, because it hurts Ginger Lynn's feelings. So I want to take it down. And then somebody else goes, well, I want it up because it talks about how Amber Lynn is hotter than 20-year-old girls. So the question is, who's right and who's wrong? This is life. And in life, there's not a winner to everything. You have losers, you have winners. You have people on the opposite side, you have people on the negative side. This isn't fucking 4th grade where everybody gets a fucking 9th place ribbon. So in all debates and in all articles and in all thesis and all things of the nature of discussion, there's always a loser. Somebody who writes a political piece doesn't say Republicans, 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 Democrats, 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 Clinton, 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 Bush, 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 and at the end of the day, everybody sucks. Goodbye. There's a slant. There's a decided winner. Okay? There's a winner because when you write a story, there has to be some side that you're taking. One doesn't have a neutral position when you're writing a story. Not even CNN has a neutral side. Out of all the news agencies, they're the most neutral, but they even lean one way, for Christ's sakes. Anderson Cooper is a leaning liberal. He doesn't wear it as much on his sleeve as, say, Rachel Maddow, but nonetheless, he's still a leaning liberal. So, this concept that Rob Black writing a story is wrong because it offends one group of people is completely absurd. So, when we found out about the XBiz article that Alec Helmy created this thread, I wanted to post some of our blogs on their message board to show everybody that we are not a Mike South. We're not sitting there saying, I heard some news. Yeah, storm's coming. No, we wanted to say, all right, you've all looked at Mike South's site about his storm a-coming. Our site is a lot deeper than a storm a-coming. And so we posted a blog. And then we posted another blog. And then we posted another blog. And in between posting these blogs, the amount of hysteria that it created in the XBiz message board community has literally been off the hook. I've never, ever, ever, ever experienced more people freaking out about Rob Black and his posts than what has come down the pipeline on XBiz. Literally. It's been an avalanche of freakouts from people I know, from people who think they know me, and of course from a whole bunch of anonymous posters that you'll never know who they are because they're too pussies, too much pussies to use their fucking real names and real identities. So these people have been coming in droves, literally droves, to the point where when you post an article on XBiz, and which I found interesting because their concept is you can't I'll go through those conversations, but I find it interesting because the message board world. But first, let me say this real quick. When Mike South tells everybody that he's the #1 website and he has the #1 traffic, he's so full of shit. We've proved that, but more than that, if you just go to the XBiz message board and you compare that to the Mike South message board, XBiz message board has 10 times the amount of traffic than retard Mike South has. Literally, Mike South, if you go to his message board, has 5 people that post on his message board. And out of those 5 people, 3 of them are his own shills, which are him, posting under anonymous names. XBiz, I've been getting hit with more people, and some of these people are legitimate people, like actually people in the business, from this guy Colin Roundtree. That's the guy that I say looks like a low-rent version of Patrick Collins, to the point where he even like took Patrick's name. Patrick's fake name used to be Roscoe Balltree, and this guy's name is Colin Roundtree. So it's Roundtree, Balltree, Colin, Patrick Collins. I mean, it's obvious that this guy took his identity from Patrick Collins. I mean, and he even looks like Pat. He even looks like Pat. So it's funny, and he thinks he's a witty guy. He's one of these guys that I'll give you an example. On the message board, he will, first off, he's completely nuts. He tells everybody not to talk to me, and this just shows you how fucking nutty the guy is. He tells people on the message board not to talk to me and not to respond to me because I was busted by the government for obscenity, and now I am being watched by NSA, and that anybody that deals with me, it will be watched by the NSA. And that goes for me, Max Hardcore, Ira Isaacs, John Stagliano. I mean, this guy is just, you know, this is a guy who is so fucking just delusional that he doesn't realize that we live in a society where our government was spying on the fucking chancellor of fucking Germany, and he's talking about nobody knows anything about the porn industry and who any of the players are and what any of the people are doing. And it's not until they go, oh, let me go to this message board because I follow Rob Black because, you know, we're spying on him. Oh, who's engaging with Rob Black? Who's Colin Roundtree? Oh, let's go investigate. And it's like, really, dude? Are you that fucking delusional? I mean, are you that in that theory, then anybody that does business with Evil Angel is being investigated. And that's everybody. Think about it. This guy, Colin Roundtree, his whole logic is if you engage with Rob Black on the internet, on a fucking message board with a bunch of anonymous posters, the NSA will now be watching you. And that goes for John Stagliano and Max Hardcore. Well, what happens to the companies that buy Evil Angel product, Colin Roundtree? When somebody buys Evil Angel product, Colin Roundtree, what does that mean? From everybody's favorite Game Link, Jeff Dillon, who buys Evil Angel product. Wouldn't that mean they're watching them? Don't you think that a company that is doing business with John Stagliano and Evil Angel, don't you think that is a little bit more impactful than somebody responding to somebody on a fucking message board, Colin? And by that logic, the entire XBiz is in trouble then. XBiz, because they do business with Evil Angel and they accept money for ads from Evil Angel. That means the government's going, whoa, XBiz, they do business with John Staliano, NSA wiretapped. I mean, seriously, bro, are you that fucking delusional? Seriously, Colin Roundtree, are you that fucking delusional? Jesus. Seriously, are you that delusional? Help me out here, man. I thought you were like this big business guy, and I'm told you're one of the XBiz message board ambassadors that want me banned. You're the ambassador of XBiz message board. Woo! Well, explain to me, Ambassador Roundtree. Doesn't your logic not work that message board communication is somehow more egregious than actual real business transactions? I know, I'm confused. So soon as he threw in John Staliano, I had to laugh because Evil Angel does business with everybody. Matter of fact, Colin Roundtree, how about this? Christian Mann sits on the board of Free Speech Coalition, and he's the general manager of Evil Angel. Well, Colin Roundtree, doesn't that totally, completely fuck up your whole concept, considering that Free Speech Coalition is the governing body of our business, and Free Speech Coalition does business with XBiz, which you're the ambassador of the message board? And that to me sounds funny. It's like, are you the guy on the playground that has the whistle? Is Colin Roundtree the guy on the playground that has the whistle? I mean, him, Howard Levine, they're like the little guys on the playground. They're the hi, I'm the ambassador. Yeah, you can't use the chalk on this part of the floor. You can't chalk there. So Colin Roundtree, who is telling everybody not to engage with me because NSA will be on you. Instead, he's engaging with me by taking paragraphs of Moby Dick, and when I post a story, he replies with a passage from Moby Dick, which is funny. And his concept is my post is so long that it equates to Moby Dick. And my question is, well, aren't you engaging with me? If I am such a jerk-off and I'm an asshole and I'm a non-factor, why would you engage with me at all then? If I'm under the watchful eye of the NSA, why would you're engaging with me? I would think the NSA would say, hey, that Colin Roundtree, he didn't say a word, but he did post Moby Dick. Let's wiretap him! Yeah! Help me out there, Colin Roundtree, because I know you're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius. Oh, man. Wow. The ambassador of the XBiz fucking message board. The guy's a genius. And ladies and gentlemen, what's even funnier is you gotta listen to this. This is what our posts on the XBiz message board has gotten. Now, if this isn't saying, think about this, okay? Think about this. These are all the people on XBiz, from Howard Levine, the biggest fucking crybaby in the world. Like I said, all of these guys sure the fuck can dish it out, but they can't take it. And the minute I strike back, they call me names. Fuck Rob, you're this, and why are you complaining? It's like, guys, I'm responding to you bitching. You guys are calling up Alec Helmy and telling him to ban me. If that is not the bitchiest, punkiest, pissiest move I've ever heard from a bunch of people that are in the porn business who are constantly marching around talking about free speech, free speech. It's perplexing. So listen to this, guys. Here is my posts on the XBiz message board. And you tell me if I'm such a non-factor. The news post about Howard Levine and Mike South being the XBiz message board bullies have gotten 203 views. The Ginger Lynn post about her being the fat Elvis has 285 posts. The first post we did about Mike South rewriting history at Elegant Angel and the fact that I fired his ass has gotten 684 views. And the Manwin post about Manwin and everybody shitting on Manwin, but yet they take all their money, has gotten 190 views. Okay? Now, all of those posts are on the first page of the xbiz.net site. And the only post on the first page that has more views than our Mike South post of him getting his ass fired is the Chase Bank post about them banning talent, and that's got 1,163 views, but it was posted on April 23rd. All of our posts have been done this week. The most posts on the first page do not even have 100 views. So you now tell me, motherfuckers, who's relevant and who's irrelevant. And if what I'm saying is so deplorable and so evil, why can't any of you not read it? Why can't any of you not read the posts? It's apparent that you all are reading my posts. It's apparent that all of you are reading what I am posting. And by the amount of complaints that XBiz from Dan Miller and Alec Helmy have gotten from Howard Levine and Colin Roundtree, it's obvious that these people don't like the fact that my little insignificant words mean that much, that they're getting more views than anything they have to say. They don't like the fact that my little views are getting more fucking talked about responses than anything they say. So when somebody is more popular than you, what do? You get rid of them. That's what you do. It's very communist-like. Oh, this person is running against us and they're more popular. Get rid of them. Let's not beat them and say more interesting things. Let's just get rid of them. Let's ban them. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you actually have Howard Levine, okay, going to Alec Helmy and calling him up and saying, please stop Rob Black from posting on this message board. That's what he's doing. The very same person and the very same group of people that before I even came on their message board were posting threads about me. So before I was there, they were going, is Rob Black Mike South? Let's all talk about him. And then from Howard Levine on down, they all fucking called me every name in the book. And now that I'm there and I'm not responding to them, I'm not sitting there arguing with these idiots online going, you're a crackhead. I'm posting stories to have people see that there's a lot more to what we do than what these ignorant motherfuckers make people believe. And they didn't like that. So these 4 stories are getting more views than any stories that they have on their fucking site. They wanted to stop that. So in turn, they called Alec Helmy, and Howard Levine says it right here. So Alec, don't get mad at me for telling everybody that me and you talked when Howard Levine himself is saying, I will go on record as saying that most of the ambassadors have chimed in, and I, for one, contacted Alec and asked this to stop 2 days ago. I know others have as well. So, Alec, fucking Howard Levine is saying that him and all the ambassadors have called you to tell you to ban me. That they, and it's, again, we're talking about, in essence, what you would say is a radio station. Seriously, it is what you would say is a radio station. So, in turn, think about this. So, in turn, you have a web page. And on this web page, you have threads. And if you go to the XBiz forum, you'll see threads. So it'll say, what's the best dick pill to take? Who's got a tighter ass? So those are the entries. So they're just like a radio station or a cable channel, meaning you have the name of the channel, USA Network, ABC, fucking Bravo, A&E. So you have all these fucking stations. And in order to see what is on one of those stations, you have to take your little mouse, you have to put the mouse over the story, click the story, and then or click the thread, and then whatever that thread is about comes up. So, these people, Colin Roundtree, Howard Levine, the ambassadors of the XBiz forum, they are upset because you can click on one of these threads or posts, open it up, and read what I have to say. Don't you guys think that is incredibly, incredibly bizarre that they are so offended and so upset by these stories that they want to prevent anybody in America who logs on to XBiz that sees one of these threads, then clicks on it, and then reads it. They want to prevent that because somehow that affects them. Somehow that affects them. And my thoughts are, but if people don't like it, then they wouldn't click on it. If people don't like it, there wouldn't be 300 views. There wouldn't be 684 views. There wouldn't be 45 comments. There wouldn't be 60 comments. There wouldn't be any of that. So in turn, something that is unpopular, rather it's unpopular speech or unpopular music or unpopular movies, what happens is they eventually die. They eventually die. Because when people don't view it, when people don't watch it, when people don't talk about it, when people don't listen to it, when people don't comment on it, when people don't have feelings about it, it dies. And when you stifle that and try to snuff it out and tell everybody in the world, we're going to prevent you all from reading this, people look at you and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? And what the fuck is wrong with these words that you are so afraid of. You don't go to the XBiz forum and all of a sudden my story is right there in your face. It's kind of like the argument about pornography. You have to go into a video store. You have to request materials. You have to go into the privacy of your home. You have to click on your pay-per-view access. All of these things to buy pornography or anything that is of that nature, you have to want it. No different than going on the XBiz forum. In order to read what I have to say, you have to want it. And so Howard Levine and Colin Roundtree and the ambassadors of the XBiz forum, they are so afraid. And Howard Levine says, I'm not afraid of you, Rob Black. But apparently he is when he's calling Alec Helmy to tell him not to let Rob Black print and talk on their message board. And that's what it is. If that is not the case, then why are you calling the owner and saying, don't let Rob Black post on here? Don't let Rob Black post on here. Who the fuck does that? Who does that? Except a bunch of fucking crybabies. A bunch of crybabies. And once again, I've proved to everybody fucking wrong. My stories have been more popular than anything on the front page of xbiz.net other than Chase Bank banning porn stars. Other than that, our 4 stories in the past 4 days have got more views and more replies than anybody else's fucking thread. And that is what Howard Levine and Roscoe Boltree don't like. And whatever else claims to be the ambassadors of XBiz. So I find that incredibly entertaining. I find that incredibly amusing. And I find that incredibly disturbing because of the business we're in. And I'm not playing the free speech, we should, but it's just funny that we're in the porn business. And on top of that, we're constantly getting our balls busted because people don't want us to see our fucking porn movies. And on top of that, we're talking about a fucking message board where you have a whole bunch of people that go on there under fake names and talk shit about people. And that's what we're trying to fucking regulate. That is just bizarre. And again, we're not even going on there going, hey, you're a fucking Jew motherfucker. Hey, you spit cocksucker. Hey, you're a crackhead faggot. We literally are not engaging with anybody. We literally are just posting one of our opinion stories. That's what we're doing. That is what we are doing. And that's it. And then we're not engaging with anybody. And they don't like that. They don't like that. And that's pretty fucking weird. It's pretty weird that that is invoked so much controversy. Literally, controversy like you could not imagine. To the point where this morning, I get an email from Dan Miller, who I've been friends with forever. Or at least for as long as he's been in the adult business. And Dan tells me, you need to call Alec. And I said, Alec? I go, why? What the fuck does Alec want? And he goes, you need to call Alec. And I said, well, I got to get ready for the show. And he goes, well, if you don't call Alec before noon, he's going to ban your account on the XBiz message board. I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. So before we got here, I called up Alec. And I'll give Alec credit that he's definitely he's a bigger of a man than I've ever given him credit for. And I definitely respect him a whole hell of a lot more than I ever did. And it's a shame that he's got so many of these pussies around him, because I could tell that he does have some backbone. First off, I've said and done funny stories about Alec. I busted his balls. And the fact that he would talk to me and call me and be nice, really, and it was a pleasurable conversation, says a lot. It does. It says a lot. The fact that he would engage in conversation with me says a lot. So I have to give him props for that. And again, he's got bigger balls than anybody at ABN. He's got bigger balls than people that I've known for years, namely a scumbag like Howard Levine, who will hide on a fucking message board and talk shit. But he would never, ever talk shit to my face, just like he never talked shit to my face whenever we worked together. He's a bitch, all right? That's why he got his ass fired from fucking Vivid, because fucking Steve Hirsch was fed up with his shit and fired his ass. And I'd like to actually ask my good buddy Jerry Estrada, what the fuck do you pay Howard Levine to do? It's like all he does is sits on a fucking message board all fucking day and post stories on XBiz and complain about Rob Black and call Alec Helmy. This whole week, Howard Levine has been on XBiz message board talking up a fucking storm. Like, doesn't Jerry Estrada pay the kid $8,000 a month to do what? Play on a fucking message board? Hey, Alex Estrada, Big E. What the fuck, man? And I know you always hated Howard. The guy sits on a fucking message board all day. Fucking Alex, for Christ's sakes. Jesus Christ, Danny Gorman. Get Danny Gorman and another assistant, and they can sell Exile, for Christ's sakes. Fucking Howard Levine, he just sits on a fucking message board and plays all day. So, Helmy says to me, Rob, basically, I've been getting pressure left and right from all of these ambassadors of our website. And he didn't name names. So Alex didn't name names. Howard Levine outed everybody. So just so Alex knows and people know, Alec Helmy never named names. But he said he was getting pressure and heat from people associated with the XBiz website, which means Howard Levine, Colin Roundtree, and the ambassadors, because Howard Levine stooged that off in a post to one of my stories, saying that him, the ambassadors, and a bunch of people have already called Alec Helmy. And so Alex said, Rob, we could get into a debate about free speech, and truthfully, I don't really want to. He goes, there are people that are on our message board that I don't necessarily agree with their opinions, but I let them participate. He goes, and I said, Alec, you don't have to go through this whole rigmarole with me. You're going to just ban me. That's fine. He goes, I'm not going to ban you. He goes, but I need you to basically adhere to the rules. And I'm like, what rules? I go, what are the rules? And I explained to him, I said, you made a post that said, is Rob Black becoming Mike South? And I said, and all these people talk shit on me, called me a crackhead. And I go, so what I did was I responded and I put up a story. And he goes, well, what you can't do is put up content from your site. He goes, you can't put up stuff that is not original. He goes, this is a message board where people are engaging in conversation. I said, listen, I said, I never went on there and engaged and called people crackheads. And he said, no, but you're posting stories that are on your blog, and you can't do that. And they are negative when they talk about Ginger Lynn being, fat. And I said, first off, why everybody is just focusing on Ginger Lynn being fat. Again, Amber Lynn was held in a very high regard. Is it because people don't like Amber but they like Ginger? Is that the issue? That Ginger is cool but Amber's not? And I said, so basically, I can participate, but I just can't post my stories. I have to rework my thoughts. He goes, well, no. He goes, that's not participating in conversation. He goes, you need to participate in conversation. It's not something to think out. I said, wait a minute, Al. I go, when you are sitting there posting a story about mixing dick pills and alcohol, tell us what you think. I go, you have a story, and people are responding to that. And he goes, I understand that. He goes, okay, work whatever you want to work. He goes, but it just can't be content from your site that is nothing more than a blog trashing people. And I said, okay. And so he said, go on to the XBiz message board, and he goes and write a new blog or a new post that says, hey everybody, it's Rob Black, and I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to, post differently and so forth and so on, and how's everybody doing, and rock and roll. I mean, he didn't specifically say it like that, but he basically said, go on to XBiz and repost telling everybody that you're going to adhere to their fucking rules. And I said, okay, Alec. He goes, so if you do that and you abide by those rules, he goes, I'm not going to fucking ban you. But you can't just post your stories from your site on our message board. I said, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. And he said, okay. I said, well, I said, thank you. And he goes, we'll talk again. I said, yes, we will. And then we hung up. And then I ran up here and started the show. So basically, that is the XBiz controversy in a nutshell. That is where we are with the most controversial words in the history of the XBiz message board. So I have to, if I want to keep participating, basically create, so basically I got to create new posts and new stories specifically for the xbiz.net. So now I got to be a whole nother fucking writer creator to be on xbiz.net. Maron, it's like, fuck. Jesus Christ. It's like you can make porn, but you can't show penetration. Jesus. It's like, come on, man. Man, fucking pain right in the ass. So that's the story. So I gotta come up with a nice nice. Hi everybody, I'm Rob Black. I mean, we could do it here. Like, how do we do it? Like, seriously, we could do this. Okay, we could do this. All right? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. How do we want to craft this? Oh, God. How do we want to craft this? Okay. So we can say, I have to tell Tom Byron. Okay, so listen, Tom Byron, you fucking homo. Let's listen up. Listen up! Hello, all of you xbiz.net viewers or readers. I would just like to start out by saying I'm terribly, terribly sorry for offending all of you with my words that I wrote. I am horribly, horribly sorry that my language was as harsh as it was. I am also terribly, terribly sorry for reposting my blogs that I put on my site here on on xbiz.net. And I have not created original posts exclusively for xbiz.net or wherever the message boards come. I'm also terribly, terribly sorry for offending the delicate ears of Colin Roundtree, Howard Levine, Jeff Dillon, and all of the other xbiz.net ambassadors. I am also terribly, terribly sorry that my words and actions forced many of you to stop what you were doing in your busy work days to call the great Alec Helmy, owner of XBiz, and complain to him. I regret that I have done these things. And in the future, I will participate on this message board by posting original thoughts that are exclusively only for this message board forum. And I will never repost any of my blog thoughts on my site, adultfyi.com, ever again. I hope you all can forgive me. This is Rob Black, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for your time in reading this post. I love you all, just like I love Pope John Paul and the Pope from Godfather 3 Immobiliari. Thank you very much. There you go. There's the fucking post. There it is. There's the fucking... There it is! There it is! There's the post. Tom Byron can take that post, clean it up a cunt hair. Don't edit completely all my words, but just clean it up a cunt hair, and let's fucking post that. When you're done with that, Tom Byron, you little cocksucker, you send that to me, and you let me hear that. That is that. It ends at the 113 mark, and we started at around the 1 mark, which means when I'm doing the news that you can use, and we're off Blog Talk Radio, take the Blog Talk Radio feed and post that on the XBiz. So I would say start at the 1 minute mark, and it will go to the 114 mark, and use that apology so you can post that on the XBiz forum. And when you finish that, send it to me before it goes out so I can approve it and read it. And then you can post that for me. Thank you, Tom Byron. You are a great man. You are a fucking exceptional man. You are an extra special, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious man. Woo! All right. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Rob Black Show. That is the XBiz story. That is where we are on the XBiz front. And we're going to take a break for a couple minutes so I can pee-pee. I got a pee-pee. I don't got a poo-poo, but I got a pee-pee. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pee-pee. And while I pee-pee, I want you guys to listen to something. It's something special, okay? It's something very special, and it's an interview. Yes, it is. It's an interview. And it's a special interview. And it's with Andy Anderson. And I don't know what happened to Andy Anderson, but she was represented by the great Raj T. Clive. And they were talking about all these great things she was going to be doing. She was going to be having her whole stuffed, people shooting loads up her asshole, all sorts of great things. Because she quit the business a couple years ago when she was alone and desperate and sitting in a closet thinking about killing herself. And that's when she looked up, found God, reached out to the Pink Cross with Shelley Lubin, and went to them. And after that journey with Shelley Lubin and Pink Cross seemed to not work out too good, she's now come back into the porn business, and hopefully Raj T. Pipe could take her to the promised land. So while that is going on, ladies and gentlemen, listen to an interview. That way you can hear her beautiful voice, and you can get ready and look for her and hire her with Raj T. Pipe and shoot lots of dirty movies. And hopefully you're nice to her because you don't want to set her off where she tries to fucking kill herself again. All right, it's the Rob Black Show, and we'll be back. Yeah, baby!
Now, what is your name? Andy. Andy Anderson? When did you come up with that name, Andy Anderson? And like they were just like, you're gonna be called Andy Anderson? It's kind of funny. No, that's it, Andy Anderson. How old are you, Andy Anderson? 21. How long have you been in the business for? Really, that long? 2.5 years?
5 months.
Really? Where are you originally from?
I was born in Huntington Beach.
So you were born in California, straight up, not a transplant. So you were born, and you were born in Huntington Beach. Do you have a mom and dad like that are around still? Are they still married?
Yeah.
So and so they're still married. They're not like divorced. You're not like a bastard child. You got any brothers or sisters? And that's it? Does he know what you do? Oh, he does? Does your mom and dad know what you do? Really? This is like what you said. And so, like, are they not, like, fazed by it?
No, they are.
Really? What do they do?
My dad's the vice president.
So they have, like, real jobs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you really, well, then how the fuck did you, like, yeah?
I started researching came down and
I take you don't live at home still.
yeah.
When did you move out of,
5 months ago.
so up until 5 months ago you lived at home?
Yeah.
So you lived with your mom and dad? As of 5 months ago. So when you were doing porn, you still lived at home. So like after you do a scene, would you come back to the house and go, hey mom, I just got gangbanged by 5 black guys?
No, we didn't talk about it. She was like, oh,
So you wouldn't say like what you did, like you wouldn't come home and go, mom, like have you done gangbang before? Like how many guys? 10 guys. Were they all black, all white? Yeah. So you're like, okay, so you didn't come home and say, hey mom, I just got gangbanged by 5 or by 10 guys. So you
I tell her how much I made, and then she's like, oh, I don't even want to. You have to do that.
really? So they're kind of now. Your brother hates it like super bad.
Yeah, he hates it. It's like embarrassing and stuff. But it's kind of funny because I was talking to my mom the other day, and she's like, whatever, do what you need to do, just come back home, go to school, and like they'll make jokes about it and stuff. But my mom will be like, our parents like, what's your daughter's not saying porn? I'm like, yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
My mom and dad is pretty funny about it.
Really? So your brother hates it though.
Yeah, my brother's
Do you ever tell your brother, hey, I just had a guy blow his load in my fucking mouth?
yeah, I don't say it like that. I just go, yeah, it's like such stuff, guys. And I'm like, ew.
That's pretty funny. Does he go to school? Where does he attend school at?
Also, I'm going to Northern California.
Does he ever worry that like people would? Well, they wouldn't really see you and put 2 and 2 together.
People know where I'm from. Like in Northern California, where my family lives now. It's like a small town.
So they don't live in Huntington Beach anymore?
No, they live up north.
Where's up north?
In Upland Hills. It's like a really nice little town. It's small. A lot of people like retired from Southern California.
How far is that from here?
6 hours. So I was like, that's where I was working. So I worked with my mom.
Oh, you worked with your mom when you were still doing porn and doing off and on. Really? That's so funny. So you live up because I have people that live up in Chico.
Yeah, I know.
Paradise. So right up there, there's nothing up there except fucking woods.
Yeah, Paradise is like a little bit different. Right? Because I moved to Sacramento like Charles, like
Yeah, go like to Butte County. That's like what
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just up there for Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's nothing up there. You have to drive into Chico to see Walmart. Yeah, to see Walmart and Target and like restaurants like Chili's. Like the stuff that we take for granted here, up there, they got shit. In this little fucking town where I was, they're all like hillbillies. Yeah, definitely nobody up there that looks like you. Yeah. No, did you have a crazy life? Like
No. I was like, kind of like promiscuous, like my senior year in high school, and then I was kind of like slut, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I was like 40. It wasn't because I was like abnormal or.
Like you were never like molested by like a cousin or your mom and dad. Your dad never molested you. You sure?
Everyone always thinks that, like, my grandma, like, thinks that. I'm like, no, I wasn't.
So your grandmother thinks there was molestation in your childhood.
Yeah, like, everyone always asks me that. I'm like, no, I'm just horny. I wasn't horny. I think they're just born to be horny. Like, some people I know, like, come from, like, totally normal families, and they're just fucking horny.
But don't you think it's a big jump from being horny to like going and doing porno movies?
No, because I was always like a slut, and I always like was addicted to porn.
Really, you were a slut like in high school?
Yeah, and I was always like watching like porn on my everywhere, so I was always like clicking porn. So I don't think it's that normal, you know?
So you were a slut in high school?
Yeah, and my friends and I would always like be naked and just be like fucking with people. So to me, it's like normal, you know?
So like so like in high school, if we were like, if I went to high school with you, like we went to high school together.
I was such a
Yeah. Could I have gotten some action? Yeah. 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 That's a big action. Well, so would it have took a long time? Like, would it just been like,
No, I sort of got them done.
like, would I have been like, hey, you want to go to the movies or something?
I really know.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's my kind of girl. That's big action. So you were like that in high school. Hey, Mark, are you ready for some back? And so now, what is your name?
Andy.
Andy.
Anderson.
Andy Anderson. When did you come up with that name, Andy Anderson?
An old agency came up with it.
And like they
I
just,
liked it.
and they were just like, you're gonna be called Andy Anderson.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Cool.
No, that's it, Andy Anderson.
Alright, check it.
How old are you, Andy Anderson?
21.
21. How long have you been in the business for?
2.5 years off and on.
Really, that long? 2.5 years?
So 5 months, I just completely consistent.
Really? Where are you originally from?
I was born in Huntington Beach.
So you were born in California, straight up, not a transplant. So you were born. You were born in Huntington Beach.
Mhm.
Do you have a mom and dad like that are around still?
Yeah, they're really cool. They're funny.
Are they still married?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
They've
they
known each other since they were like in grade school.
and so they're still married. They're not like divorced. You're not
Like,
a
normal family.
you're not like a bastard child.
No, no.
You got any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have an 18-year-old brother.
And that's it?
Yep.
Does he know what you do?
Yeah, he hates it.
Oh, he does? Does your mom and dad know what you do?
Yeah, they just make jokes about it.
Really? It's like, what do you say?
Like, oh, we're so proud.
And so, like, are they not, like, fazed by it?
No, yeah, I think it's funny. Good job.
Really?
Yeah, I help them.
What do they do?
My dad is a vice president at HealthNet. My mom is an account manager, so we both have each other.
So they have, like, real jobs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah,
you know,
no, I'm really good.
well, then how the fuck did you, like, yeah.
I was working, watched porn, and then I started researching my agency for came down to what I see. It's me, came back.
I take you don't live at home still.
Yeah, I don't know what it feels now.
When did you move out of,
5 months ago.
so you, up until 5 months ago, you lived at home?
Yeah, I lived in Northern.
So you lived with your mom and dad?
Mhm.
As of 5 months ago. So when you were doing porn,
I still live
you still lived at home. So like after you do a scene, would you come back to the house and go, hey mom, I just got gangbanged by 5 black guys.
No, you didn't talk about it. She was like, oh, your makeup looks nice.
So you wouldn't say like what you did, like you wouldn't come
No,
home
no.
and go, mom, like have you done gangbang before? Like how many guys? 10 guys. Were they all black, all white?
No, they're all white. Right in the community.
Yeah.
European.
So you're like, okay, so you didn't come home and say, hey mom, I just got gangbanged by 5 or by 10 guys.
Yeah.
So you
I tell her how much I made, and then she's like, oh, I don't even want to know. You have to make that.
really? So they're kind of now your brother hates it like super
Yeah,
bad.
he hates it. He's like, this is disgusting, it's embarrassing and stuff. But it's kind of funny because I was talking to my mom the other day, and she's like, whatever, do what you need to do. Just come back home, go to school, and like they'll make jokes about it and stuff. Like my mom would be like, other parents like, who's your daughter's not doing porn? They're like, yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
My mom and dad just make fun of people about it.
Really?
So yeah, I'm funny.
So then your brother hates it though.
Yeah, my brother's like, oh, you're disgusting.
Do you ever tell your brother, hey, I just had a guy blow his load in my fucking mouth?
Yeah, I don't say it like that. I just go like, oh yeah, I just like sucked off guys, and my brother's like, ew.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Does he go to school?
I guess college.
Where does he attend school at?
Full Sail, I think in Northern California.
Does he ever worry that like people would? No, they wouldn't really see you and put two and two together.
People know where I'm from. So I come from like in Northern California, is where my family lives now. It's like a small town, so everyone knows.
So they don't live in Huntington Beach anymore.
No, they live up north.
Where's
That's
up
where I was
north?
living before, in Alberta Hills. Like a really nice little town. It's small, and like a lot of people are like retired from Southern California.
How far is that from here?
6 hours. So I was like, that's where I was working. So I worked with my mom before.
Oh, you worked with your mom when you were still doing porn and doing off and on. Really? That's so funny. So you live up? Because I have people that live up in
All right, great. Fuck off. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1:30 on the dot. Well, it's really 1:29. It's on the dot. Man, it's fucking. It's okay. You know what? It's warmed up today. It's not as it's not hot, but it's definitely a little bit warmer than it has been this week. This week we've had a little cold spell here in the old San Fernando Valley. We have had a little cold front, cold spell, cold whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, it's been fucking nippy. It's been nippy. But we're back, so it's nice. It's getting nice. Anyways, I saw something in the what the fuck was it? AVN, I think. I think it was AVN. Let me check. It had to do with our favorite our buddies. What's their names? Our good buddies there. What the fuck? Was it AVN or was it XBiz? Hold on, let me just check. Just cause, and I normally don't get all backing big business, so to speak, and that's not really what I'm doing when it comes to backing big business. And I don't want to say that that's what I'm doing, because I'm the first one to bitch and moan about the fucking about the government and what they're doing and so forth and so on. I'm one of the first people to be like, "Rrr!" But this whole uproar that people in our business are starting to do is kind of funny when it comes to people like Taja Rain, my favorite little porn girl, Taja Rain, and Taja Rain, fucking Taja Rain, and the fact that people like Taja, and there's a couple other girls, but Taja is the most outspoken. And the fact that they're writing articles, and Taja is writing articles to Al Jazeera, which is funny, Al Jazeera, and fucking, if I recall, that's the isn't that the Middle Eastern publication, the I say terrorist, a newspaper that then was bought by America. I don't even know. It's something weird. Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera. Hold on. Let me just fucking Al Jazeera. Hold on. Al Jazeera. Yeah, the fucking Al Jazeera. It's a media company. Founder Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. Fuck out of here. Yeah, get out of here, you fucking Al Jazeera. Just that alone's funny. Al Jazeera. Oh man. Al Jazeera is a Doha-based broadcaster owned by the Al Jazeera Media Network, which is funded by the House of Thani, the ruling family of Qatar. Initially launched as an Arabic news and current affairs satellite TV channel, Al Jazeera has since expanded the network with several outlets, including the internet and specialty TV channels in multiple languages. Al Jazeera is accessible in several world regions. Al Jazeera is owned by the government of Qatar. While Al Jazeera officials have stated they are editorially independent from the government of Qatar, this assertion has been disputed. Al Jazeera was the subject of a split in the Gulf Cooperation Council that prompted the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain to recall their ambassadors from Qatar on March 5th, 2014. The original Al Jazeera channel's willingness to broadcast dissenting views, for example, on call-in shows, created controversies in the Arab states of the Persian Gulf. The station gained worldwide attention following the outbreak of war in Afghanistan, when it was the only channel to cover the war live from its office there. In the 2000s, the network was praised by the Index on Censorship for circumventing censorship and contributing to the free exchange of information on the Arab world, and by the Webby Awards, who nominated it as one of the 5 best news websites, along with BBC News, National Geographic, and The Smoking Gun. The Smoking Gun. Oh, man. All right. I don't know, man. It's just still a little funky to me, okay? But hey, I don't want to be a I don't want to be the I don't want to be the Muslim basher here, okay? So I'm not gonna talk shit, but I don't know. It's still a Middle Eastern news network that that is still plays games, and they've been accused of supporting the Muslim Brotherhood. So I don't know. Just that alone makes you just kind of wonder really what's their motivation. You know, a news agency that's Middle Eastern, it's owned by oil money, and they've been accused of supporting the Muslim Brotherhood, which is a supporter of terror against Americans. I don't know. It's a little sketchy to me, but hey, I don't want to sound like one of them Muslim bashers, but it's still a little sketchy. Anyways, Taja Rain, our favorite porn star, escort, fucking college student, you name it, the Taj. That's what I like to call her, Taj. It's my girl, the Taj. Is writing about slut shaming, and about the fact that PayPal and banks that are closing porn stars' accounts, saying that they are violating their use policies are wrong, and ultimately they are trying to regulate morality. And so the Taj, my baby Taj, I just want to be friends with her so I can call her Taj. So I can be like, what's up, Taj? That's all. Be like, what's up, Taj? I love that. I love that name. I do. I love that fucking name. I do. I love the fucking name. Taj. Taj. It's the Taj. I love it. All right. I love it. I love Taj. So, anyways, Taj is very upset that PayPal closed her account. And if you go to the Muslim Brotherhood website, Al Jazeera, you can read about the PayPal discontinuing Taj's account. Okay? And again, I don't like to really stick up for big business. Seriously, I don't want to stick up for big business, so to speak, but I find it funny that you have porn stars, and I would say the same thing for me, bitching and moaning that selected businesses are electing to not do business with these people. And when Taja Rain talks about discrimination and tries to compare working as a pornographer, basically working as a hooker slash pornography peddler slash whatever the fuck we do, is in the same class as somebody telling gay people that they can't marry, or telling black people that they can't eat at a certain diner. I think it's kind of funny, because only our business that you have people like Taj who find themselves so much smarter than what they really are, that they sit around for like a week to write up a story and attack PayPal and try to classify themselves as selling their dirty, smelly, tuna fishy underwear to some fucking pervert in Mississippi for $20, the same as a black student not getting into college because of their race. And for them to get down with this essay on the Muslim Brotherhood website and go, nailed it! And people go, honey, it's PayPal's prerogative. It's Chase's prerogative. It's these people's prerogative to decide if they don't want to do business with you, and they don't want to process credit cards or payments for you selling your dirty tuna fish underwear to some lonely asshole in Utah. And this uprise by a couple of these people in the adult business is kind of funny, because they actually think that they have legal arguments, or that they have real issues, when you have places like Colorado that have legalized marijuana on their books, and yet banks will not do business with anybody that has a business in Colorado that is engaged with marijuana sales, even though that it is completely legal in that state. It is completely legal in that state, but yet banks will not do business with marijuana stores in Colorado because their feeling is they don't want to get jammed up by the federal government. Even though the federal government has said, you guys can take money from these banks or from these businesses, those banks are saying, no. We just don't want to take drug money. We just don't want to still get into that gray area. Even though it's legal in Colorado, and even though the federal government and the Obama administration are saying, hey, we're not going to bust you guys, you're cool. We just don't feel comfortable. We're just not going to do it. And everybody goes, okay. I mean, the president, the attorney general has even come out and said, hey, guys, you can do business with these banks or with these marijuana collectives that are legal in the state of Colorado. And the banks are like, we're going to fucking just kind of sit on the sidelines on this. But yet, Taja Rain and a couple porn girls are thoroughly upset and claiming discrimination because PayPal or Chase or some other bank doesn't want to partake in the selling of pornography or the selling of dirty tuna fish underwear or whatever else is on the docket. And it's just silly. And to claim that there is some sort of discrimination is fucked up. And when Taja Rain says it wasn't so long ago when race and gender determined whether you could open a bank account, now those of us who choose a job where we have sex with consenting adults are being discriminated against with impunity. It's like, this industry and the people that live in Los Angeles, like my good friend Taj, they seem to think that everybody in America looks at what we do as something that is just like normal. Like everybody in the business goes, what? I sell my pussy. What? Everybody's fine with that. And you're like, what are you talking about? You dummy. There's places where they still prohibit black people from voting. Like they actually still enact laws, or they still do forms of discrimination when they're trying to pass voter ID laws. All these things are enacted to prevent black people from voting. All right? What do you fucking think? They're opening up you selling your pussy with what open up? They're like, yeah. Black people? Nah. Selling your pussy? Yes. Two guys butt fucking on camera? Yes. Sure. What are you fucking dummies? And it just insults middle America's intelligence and their sense of fucking just anything to do with morality. When you have someone like Taj going, listen, everybody, aren't you all like me? I sell my pussy. I sell my tuna fish underwear. I sell these videos of me sucking cock and having guys come in my asshole. I do that. Don't you do that? And don't you feel that I should be accepted everywhere just like blacks are accepted? Don't you feel I should be accepted just like gays are accepted? And people are like, are you fucking serious, honey? You're equating yourself with the fucking the gay movement of equal rights. You're equating yourself with a Martin Luther King speech. I have a dream that one day we'd all be able to sell our tuna fish underwear to anybody who wants to buy it, and I can sell my big black dick to whoever wants to suck it. I have a dream, And also, I can eat in the diner with white folk and not get fire hosed down the street and attacked by dogs. That's what I do. I got a drink. It's like, really, Taji? Really, the fucking Tajster? And Tajster says it's a slippery slope. So it's up to us to publicize these terrible business practices and stand up for ourselves before another misguided corporation's interpretation of the law makes it impossible for more people to do business. Again, Taji is talking as if it's as if there's this huge industry of pornography that has this big influence in the economic sector of our growth. And what's funny is she even recites $3,000 a second. That's what our business does, rejecting bank fees, interest rates, and payment processing fees from an industry that makes more than $3,000 a second. Does not make any financial sense. Taji, you went on ABC Nightline talking about how you can't make any money in the business because of free porn. And that nobody wants to buy your fucking movies, Taji, because of free porn. And the only company that will pay you to shoot porn is the company that gives the porn away for free. So who the fuck is making the $3,000 a second? Because it's not you, Taji. Because you've already said on the national stage that you don't even make any money from making your videos, Taji. So in this article to the Muslim Brotherhood website, you're telling them about all this money you make for PayPal by selling your videos. But then on ABC Nightline, you tell the American people that you can't even sell your videos because of Manwin and the tube sites. Oh, Taji, you're so funny. I know. You're college educated, Taji. I know. You take women's studies. I know. And next you'll go to the Sex Institute to get your doctorate, right? Out in San Francisco, you know, from the college that is not credited by any real university. And any fucking degree you get there, you can wipe your fucking asshole with it. Yeah, that. I got you, Taji. So, Taj, and Taji, here's the other thing, my love of my half-life. When you're talking about obscenity, and you're talking about those types of things, Taji, you really need to understand the real obscenity laws, my dear woman, because the way our obscenity laws work, and when you're throwing around Miller versus California and the Miller test, okay? Oh, God. You need to understand something, the Tajster. Obscenity and that whole aspect and how it is looked at in the United States is that basically everything that we make, honey, is considered obscene, okay? And it's up to us to prove that it's not. Not the other way around, baby doll. So when PayPal says, under the PayPal acceptable use policy, PayPal may not be used to send or receive payments for certain sexually orientated materials or services or for items that could be considered obscene. And then Taji says, apparently PayPal presumes to define what obscene is rather than yielding to accepted social standards. In this case, as defined by the American law, United States Supreme Court's decision, Miller v. California, also referred to as Miller test. My movies are legally sold all over the United States. making PayPal's presumptions as to what qualifies as obscene as preposterous. What's really preposterous, Taji, is your statement. What PayPal says is they're not going to process for anything that is considered and could be considered obscene. And Taji, my genius, just because your movies are sold all over the United States doesn't make them not obscene. Anytime, anywhere, and any prosecutor wanted to get a Taji Rain DVD and bring you up on obscenity charges, they could, honey. They could. I ran my business for 5 years and shipped millions of VHS videos all across this great nation. So I was doing exactly what you were doing, Taji. And then one day, a federal prosecutor named Mary Beth Buchanan decided she was going to go after me on obscenity. And just like that, she grabbed movies that had already been in circulation and had already been sold for about a year, just like your movies, and she decided to bring an obscenity case against me. Same thing with John Stagliano, Taji. John Stagliano had been in business for 15, 16 years, doing exactly what you were doing, honey, selling his videos all over the United States. And it wasn't until a prosecutor in Washington decided that they were going to bring up Mr. Stagliano on obscenity charges. See, Taji, you, my dear, for being a woman study student at a prestigious university, don't know what you're talking about when it comes to the Miller test and Miller v. California and exactly how the obscenity laws and how that all works. And just by PayPal saying, under PayPal acceptable use policy, PayPal may not be used to send or receive payments for certain sexually oriented materials or services, or for items that could be considered obscene. And guess what, Taji? Any movie that you have done could be considered obscene. If a prosecutor wants to indict you, they can. So the Miller versus California and the Miller test, all it is, honey, is a test. And that test has to be applied in a court to a member of a jury. And that jury then says if that movie is obscene or not. And that has always been the real slippery slope, Taji, in our business. And that is, in a legal sense, everything that we produce in our business is technically obscene. It's up to us to prove that it's not obscene. And that law and what we go through in the adult business is the only place or the only crime of its nature that we do not know that we broke the law until after we're told in a court that we broke the law. Do you kind of get that, Taji? Do you kind of get that, the Tajster? Do you kind of get that, the Tajaruski, the Tajamanuski, the Tajarushki? Do you get that, baby doll? So every one of your movies, honey, that are legally sold all over the United States are really obscene. And they really are, honey. They're obscene because anybody who views them can say they find it obscene. That's the great thing about obscenity. It's up to whoever is looking at it. The Miller test and the whole concept around it, honey bear, was based on a Supreme Court justice saying he can't define what obscenity is. He just knows it when he sees it. So, do you understand how you don't have a half a leg to stand on when it comes to PayPal? That their out is anything that could be considered obscene? Anything you produce, Taj, anything Stagliano produces, anything Porno Dan produces, anything Manwin produces, anything that any of us produce can be considered obscene. It's that simple, baby doll. So before you go and write letters to the Muslim Brotherhood website, you need to kind of craft what you're saying so what you're saying is actually right. And by using this whole Miller test and showing PayPal's agreements, you basically shot yourself in your fake tip. And then to add insult to injury of shooting yourself in the fake tip by comparing the porn industry to racism and homophobia makes you look incredibly stupid because, again, telling people that we should be able to sell our tuna fish smelling panties and we should be able to swipe someone's credit card, PayPal card through our iPhone credit card swiper for a fucking blowjob that you're charging them in a California hotel room. It doesn't jive with America. Think about this. So you go and you blow one of your clients, and he goes, "Can I put it on my PayPal?" And you go, "Sure." Or I take Visa. I have an account. And you take their credit card and you put the little card reader on your iPhone and you swipe their card. And then like a week later, Chase goes, "Hey, you know what? We're going to close your account because you're swiping people's credit cards for butt fucking." And you go, "Well, what? You're going to refuse the 50-cent transaction fee for my escorting? Oh my God, I'm going to write a story. Middle America is going to be so upset." And Chase is like, "No, they're not. They're not going to give a fuck because you're a fucking dirty hooker. They're not going to care." Well, they're going to care that you're not letting me process payments for my tuna fish smelling underwear. No, they're not. They're not going to give a fuck about that either. Well, they're going to be upset because I can't sell my legally made pornographic films. No, they're not. Because those movies, depending on where you send them, if a prosecutor wanted to be an asshole, they could deem any of it obscene, indict you, and take you to trial, which then would make that be illegal. Well then, honey, there is no well then. We're a corporation. If we don't want to do business with you being a fucking hooker, a pornographer, an escort, any of those names, we don't want to, we don't have to, and it's not the same as you being a black man not being able to eat at a fucking diner that serves whites only. So shut the fuck up. Thank you. Go back and take some more women's studies at UCLA. Okay, I'm sorry. Fucking dummy. But, Taji, I respect you for trying. I respect you for trying to be smart. I do. I do respect that. And if you were with the right person, you might actually get smarter, but unfortunately, when you've hung out with Derek Hay most of your porn life, and on top of the fact that he's not even from here, does kind of fuck your intelligence level up. And the other people you hang around with who have no clue on anything. Basically, Taji, when you're smarter than the people you hang around with, that doesn't bode well for you upping your IQ level. I'm sorry, baby. But if you ever want to smarten the fuck up, you can hang out with Rob Black a little. I just want to be able to say, Taji, what up? Alright, it's the Rob Black Show. And that is the Taji story. And you gotta love the Taj story. Gotta love the Taj. We're gonna take a break, and then, of course, you know what we'll be getting into. You know what we'll be getting into. We're gonna be getting into porn. We're gonna be getting into news that we can use. So let's take a break for 2/10 of a lamb's tail. Seriously, let's take a break with 2/10 of a lamb's tail. And then when we get back, we're going to dial up the beautiful, the sexy girl that we call Katie Summers. So until then, listen to this interview with Angel Couture.
Oh, hello. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Angel Couture.
Oh, Angel, how are you? Come on in. I forgot you were coming down for some medicine.
Yeah.
Come on in, walk over here. Wow, you're cute as hell.
I know, right?
Wow. So how old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you really? You're young, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you always lived in California?
No.
Really? Where do you hail from?
Actually, I was born in Reno, and I grew up in Oregon, and I just moved here a few months ago.
Look at those eyes. You are fucking, look at you, you are gorgeous. What, so you grew up in Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Really? The home of the Mighty Ducks?
More like the beavers.
Oh, okay.
Go beavers!
So did you, so you were born there?
I was born in Reno, Nevada, and then I moved to Oregon.
Oh, and then you moved to Oregon.
Yeah.
Well, how old were you when you moved to Oregon?
Oh God, I don't know, like 5.
Really? So you don't have do you have a lot of memories of living in Reno?
No.
Really? So basically your memories are living in Oregon. Ah, I see. Did you like living in Oregon?
It's alright. It rains a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do there for fun? I mean, you're only 18, so I mean, like, what the fuck? What did you do like 2 years ago?
Well, I like to go snowboarding and drink coffee. I like wakeboarding, and I did cheerleading.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Class of 07, baby.
Class of Jesus Christ, class of 07. Oh, it's so young. What, were you a good student?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you were?
For the most part.
What, for the most part, what parts was not good?
I had a really good GPA of like 3.6, and then I just never really went to class.
Yeah. What would you be doing when you wouldn't go to class?
Getting fucked up.
Like what, like marijuana?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Like to drink.
Like to drink? Well,
like a
little coke?
A little bit.
Just a little coke? How about a little speed?
No, I never did speed.
No, just a little blow. So, okay, so we got a little blow, we got some marijuana, we got booze.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Come on, there's got to be some more.
Dick.
Dick. Okay, besides the dick. Oh, were you a little whore in school?
I was.
Really?
I'm still a whore, but that's okay.
But, yeah, okay, that's good. That's still good. I like that. But, Jesus, I haven't seen an 18-year-old. I'm 35, so I mean, this is like, you could be like my child or something. So,
Maybe.
yeah, something like that. Maybe you are. Maybe.
Maybe.
When in school, but I like to know more about the school.
Well,
When you would skip class, where would you guys go?
we would go to my friend's apartment, or we'd go to a park, or we'd go to some kid's house or something. And
Really?
yeah.
And that's what you guys would do your thing.
Yeah.
Get it on.
Yeah.
Now, how old were you when you first had your first sexual experience?
I was 12.
Were you 12? Who did you lose to who?
His name was James.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Like, how old was James?
He was like a little bit older than me.
Well, if you were fucking 12.
I don't know how old he was. I don't remember.
Come on now. Was he 15?
Somewhere around there.
So he might have been 15?
Yeah.
Was it full on penetration or was it?
Yeah.
So your vagina was penetrated at the age of 12. Do you remember that?
Not really. It was a long time ago.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't wear a condom
At the age of 12, you didn't wear a
though. You can wear a condom.
Okay. Okay. After that, when was the next sexual experience after that?
Probably about a few months later.
So you started fucking when you were 12 years old.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with this fucking girl?
Yeah.
But it's crazy, but you're
No wonder why
18,
she's
so
born.
it's like it's only been a couple fucking years.
Mhm.
Was it a full on sex? Like, did you suck on his pee-pee and stuff too?
No, I didn't.
Jeez.
Oh, hello.
It's horrible, man. Sucking on his pee-pee. 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 It's like a rap song. Sucking on his pee-pee. Sucking on his pee-pee. Sucking on his pee-pee. Sucking on his pee-pee. Hi, Katie Summers. Are you sucking on his pee-pee? Sucking on a pee-pee. I'm not sucking on a pee-pee. Uh-oh. Yeah? Really? That's bullshit. Fuck that show! Fuck that show! Well, I'll tell you this. At least they're going to do Resurrection. At least they're going to do a second season. So at least... Hey, you know what that means, though, Catherine? They'll at least have an end. Nah, we're only in the first season. Yeah, so we'll actually have a resolution to the goddamn show. That's good news. That's not bad news. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for your intro, or do you want to talk about any more TV shows? Listen to me. It's Resurrection, retard. You keep saying Revolution. Oh, you dummy. Okay, Yeah, we haven't watched Revolution. Resurrection is what we're watching. Oh, man, you know, you're just, well, that's you. You mix things up. You mix things up a lot. You mix things up a lot! I know. All right. Are you ready? All right. ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children above the 18-year age limit, I am proud to welcome and give you the new that you can use. Take it away, Katie Summers, the spider. Give it to us. Woo! Oh yeah, give it to me. Yeah, I know. I told you that Nigerian government is corrupt. Okay, they're corrupt. All right, they're fucking corrupt. They're bad. They're evil. And Good Luck Jonathan has not been very, he's not been very good luck to the Nigerian people. Exactly, because Good Luck Jonathan is a fucking badass motherfucker, and he wants all the good luck for himself. Yeah, just like I talked a couple days ago when it came to them. There's reports that they were given from the time Bin Laden was as most powerful up until he was killed. They were given in excess of $70 million. Now, if you look at Boko Haram, they're not exactly guys that are rolling around in fucking Armani suits. So 70 million, maybe 10 million, they use for I don't know, military equipment or whatever. So there's a lot of money there that got siphoned off and was given to Good Luck Jonathan and or people in power at the time and the Nigerian government, so they could let Boko Haram do whatever the fuck they wanted. You don't get $70 million and be rolling around like Boko Haram does, and not spread that out to the people. So he has spread that $70 million out that he's gotten from Bin Laden in the past to the government of Nigeria. So, of course, there's no surprise there. That is what you get with Boko Haram. Horrible, horrible people running around and doing what they're doing. They should be stopped immediately. Exactly. Well, you got to think about it, man. I mean, we do so many things that we're outraged. We get outraged about so many things in our, in our society that are nothing. I don't want to say nothing. We get outraged by things in our society that happen in other countries that are 1/10 of as horrific as a terrorist group kidnapping 200 and 300 school children, women, and raping them, murdering them, and then selling them off to slavery. I mean, seriously, we help places and put a stop to things that are nowhere near to the extent that this Boko Haram is doing. So we should have been in there a long time ago, getting rid of these sons of bitches. But hey, we're doing it now, and that's all that's important. So let's continue the fight. Fuck yeah, I love our president. You know me. Our president's the fucking greatest in the world. See, he was putting the Jews over. You see, everybody that says Obama doesn't like the Jews, he was saying nice things about the Jews. Everybody needs to just relax. Obama's a Jew lover. See there, everybody's fucking doing positive things with the Jews. See, everybody's fucking kicking ass. There, see, tell all the Jews to be cool. Everybody loves the Jews. See, but see now, Barbara. On the new show next week, that's something that Barbara could have spoke on. She could have said the president was here and did a great meeting for the Jews. Oh, I love it. Mrs. Exactly. Don't fuck my name up. Don't you fuck my name up, motherfucker. I love it. Yeah. You're so stupid. No, you're thinking about Utopia. Okay, yes, Katie Summers. There's two different. There's a thing called Utopia, and then there's a thing called Ethiopia. So I think the heckler was bitching about Ethiopia, not Utopia. Oh, I love our president. He's the best, dude. He's great. You kind of messed. You screwed up my ending. You screwed up my ending. What do you screwed up my fucking my wind up here. What the fuck? I love you too. He really said that. He said I love you too. I love it. I love you too. That's like when you see the comedian comes out and everybody's clapping and you hear I love you. And I love you too. Well, because they say he won't go until they say third or fourth round. That's what they say. They say Michael Sam, he might not. They say he could possibly not even get drafted. Not because he's a fucking homo, but because he's just not a good homo. Yeah, he's just not that good. Yeah. Yeah, remember that training combine. Yeah, I guess he did shitty at it. He didn't do good at the rookie combine, which made his. Yeah. Exactly. So people, when he didn't do good at that combine, it lowered his stock down to fucking abysmal, to the point where I seen a report that said he was almost he was basically almost a non-factor when it came to the draft this year. Where like I mean, if he goes, he's going to go in the middle to late rounds, which is crap. Yeah. Oh. 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 Wait a minute, they're going to kill women on the dating show? What? I'm not typing. Okay. Oh, okay, Catherine, listen to me. First off, I love you, but you acted as if I said you want to suck on a piece of shit. I was close. And you talked about a dating show, and I said they killed somebody on a dating show, and you yelled at me and said, listen, the guy said He killed 2 women. I was fucking close, motherfucker. It was so bizarre of what you just said. I was like, dating show, killing women, because you said Turkey. Remember, we're talking about a country that is near the whole Shira law, where they fucking put you to death if you fucking swear. I know, I'm just saying they're in the same area, okay? You know, Turkey is near Pakistan. It's in that fucking region of crazy Muslim wackadoos that have extreme fucking thoughts like that Sharon Law shit. I know it's not Turkey, but I'm just saying it's fucking close. It's kind of like California and Arizona. It's pretty fucking close. Honey, remember last night they talked about, yes, but they said the Brunei, and then they labeled Iran, Iraq, remember, and they labeled the 4 other countries that all participate in Sharia law, and that law states that if you fucking swear, you'll get fucking your eyes poked out with a shovel. If you commit sodomy, they hang you upside down and shit in your face. Whatever weirdo things. So what I was saying was, you stop playing with the dog or whatever the fuck you're doing. Turkey is in that region of wackadoos. So instantly, when you were talking about a turkey game show, and then started talking about a guy saying he killed women, I thought you were talking about the game show where the object was to eventually kill a fucking woman, maybe by stoning her to death or something weird like that. Exactly. That's what I mean. Turkey's in that area. They're close. It's like fucking Arizona to California. It's close. All right. Yes, we're done with the map, smartass. Oh my God. He killed her too. That's okay. Well, that's crazy. Oh man, God. Okay, well, Jesus Christ. I don't know I don't know what to tell you except did they I guess they didn't arrest the guy after he made these admissions on the air. Oh my God. Can you imagine if that was done in America? Oh yeah. That. Yeah. I know. Can you imagine? That's funny. Oh God. All right. Well, give us something. That was a good one. I could do a skit on that. I could just do a skit on that. The turkey guy, and they'd be like, "Oh, here you are!" And I'm looking for a girl to give me love and joy because the last two I had to kill. Oh, of course. And they went along with it and were like, "Fuck it." Well, like, how did she bamboozle them into believing that it was her like trailer? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. That's just crazy. Well, they demolished her. They demolished. I'd be, can you imagine coming home and your house is demolished? Man, that's funny. Man, that's funny. And it's a trailer too. It's a fucking trailer. It's a fucking trailer. Yeah, the V's to V. Okay. You're being offended. I'm being you're offending me right now. Oh. Well, yeah. Well, it is what it is. You got to admit that she's if you didn't know if you hadn't heard of this story and it coming out and somebody said that she was on the dirty.com all the time, it would be one of those, oh yeah, I see it. Is she not a dirty.com Vegas club hopper or what? I mean, she's if you go to the dirty.com, she is every girl that is in the dirty.com that is like, oh, here are my $3,000 shoes. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm doing this. The whole gimmick. Yeah, I know. Well, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? And nobody's really commented on this because once again, it's too. It's more of a thing for me to do a bit on it, but when if you really step back and examine what happened in the NBA, really all it was, with all the disciplining of Donald Sterling and all the outrage, all it was a whole bunch of white owners getting together with the league with the league president, and then coming up with a course of action so all the black players would still perform in the playoffs, and they wouldn't have a mutiny on their hands during the playoffs and have a whole bunch of teams boycott their games and fuck up the TV revenue stream. Because ultimately, the NBA, the owners, they all know that it's not going to be overnight when they make Donald Sterling sell the team. They knew that this could take years. They knew that Donald Sterling's wife owns a part of that team. They knew that this team is in a trust. They knew all this stuff. But they knew that if they didn't say something right away, that all these fucking players would fucking create a fucking, they would get a little unruly. Basically, the white owners all said, hey, we got to get these cotton pickers, these plantation workers, to keep picking the cotton and keep fucking sowing the fields. So let's just get out there and say we're going to do all these fucking swift actions, and we're going to take all these, all these moves to stop this guy, so that everybody will keep picking cotton and sowing the fields. So they went out there and they said, all right, we banned Donald Sterling for life, and he's got to sell the team, and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, as we're hearing through all the court, through all the legal experts, this could take fucking years for this guy to be forced to sell the team. And on top of that, he possibly could not fucking sell the team, and his wife could keep the team, and it just goes into their trust, and Donald Sterling just sits in the shadows like Marge Schott did for a couple years, and another couple months, this whole thing will fucking blow over, all the outrage will be done, and life goes on as normal. That's what I find incredibly hilarious. And let's face it, give it another couple months, all it takes is for Donald Sterling to do an interview with Oprah Winfrey, say he's sorry, put on some fucking alligator tears, invoke him being a Jew, invoke him being persecuted, invoke all this stuff, and everybody will forgive him and give him a fucking pass. I mean, that's real. Let's face it. If he called Oprah Winfrey next month and said, I want to do an exclusive interview, Oprah would say 100%. And if he got there and started crying and talking about being a Jew and comparing throwing the Holocaust up there, what are people going to shit on him? Fuck no. People will fucking be like, oh, that poor Jewish old dying man of cancer. Oh, dear. And that'll be it. And the NBA fucking knew it. The old white NBA knew it. They did what they did just to shut all the black players up so they go out and fucking play in the playoffs. Because if this wasn't the playoffs, all this stuff wouldn't have happened. If this is the beginning of the season, there wouldn't have been all this swift action. All that happened so the fucking black boys could get back and fucking play the fucking basketball. That's why. End of story. Next. Oh shit. Are you serious? But is the feed still on? Let me check. Let me check. I love you, you love me. I love you. I love you.
Let me
You're off. I'm on. You're off.
Let me check.
That's not nice. So go back on, asshole. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's bullshit, Katie Summers, you little fuckstick. So what do you want to do? It's 2:48. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Summers' internet just shit the bed, so she's got to reboot it. It's 2:49. Well, do you want to just reboot it and go from there? I mean, I don't know. What you tell me, motherfucker. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, adultfyi.com, robblack.com, the legendary Katie Summers, her internet shit the bed. That's what it did. It shit the fucking bed. So we lost this little fuckstick. We don't know anything that's going on with her. All right? She could be dead right now. She could be dead and getting killed by the guy from Turkey. Or she could be eating pumpkin seeds. That's what she could be doing. Or she could be jerking off 3 black men. Oh! Or she could be jerking off 5 transsexuals. Or she could be jerking off 1 black man, 2 transsexuals, and a homeless guy that hangs out on the street that looks like Santa Claus. I'm gonna take a fucking picture with him this weekend because you know where he's out there every day. I am. Nah, he won't. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna do a selfie with him. I'm not gonna touch him. Yeah, I am. I am. I'm gonna do a selfie with him. I'm be like, bro, here's $2. Let me take a selfie with you. No, that motherfucker ain't gonna take shit. All right, he'll be happy if I give him $2. Maybe I'll give him $3. Does that guy look like he does crack? He's about 80 years old. I'm telling you, he looks like Santa Claus that got thrown out of the North Pole because he was trying to fuck some elves. You're horrible. That's what he looks like. My name is Katie Summers. My name is Katie Summers. I'm looking. You got your what? Your parents' stuff. Oh, you went out shopping. Is that what you did? Oh, that's so fucking sweet. You're such a beautiful, fucking fun-loving daughter. You're not a good daughter? What do you mean? Why? You don't think taking the big giant toy black cock up your ass is anything that's not good? You don't think your parents would like that? Are you back on? Everybody refresh Adult FYI. This little fucking douchebag Katie Summers is back on. Go to Adult FYI right now, guys. The little douchebag Katie Summers is back on. Well, at least she said she was. I don't see her, though. I'm not seeing you, Katie Summers. I'm refreshing, douche. Nope. I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing you. Are you seeing yourself on adult FYI? Well, I'm not seeing you on adult FYI, so you did something wrong. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to refresh again. I'm refreshing. I see nothing. I see my beautiful fucking face. I'm seeing a beautiful motherfucker right now. When somebody on the XBiz message board said I was no oil painting, they're fucking wrong. I am a fucking oil painting. I'm fucking beautiful. Alright? Oh shit, I see you now. I see you now, you little fucking whore. Ha! Ooh, look at you. You're sexy today, motherfucker. Look at you. You're sexy as all hell. Hey. Look at you, man. You're all eating your little pumpkin seeds. And you got your little you got your hair in today. Wow. Now wow, you're hot as fuck. Look at you. You're sexy. Now you're drinking water right now. You're drinking your soda right now. Why? How far behind? When did you drink that? Yeah, because you probably have the settings all fucked up because you're a jerk off. Yeah. Exactly. All right, so go ahead. Look at you. You're all dancing and shit. You fucking are sexy though. I wanna come right in your face right now. And that's pretty funny. There's a story of a girl named Katie, and then it shows you look up and a big blob of cum shoots out in your face. Who was busy jerking off 6 homeless guys, and then in the boxes are all the homeless guys that Lancashire. Led by the Santa Claus looking guy, and he's just like, they were all jerking off, and you're just like, da-da-da. All right, give us a couple more news tidbits. Wow. Wow. The teacher got mad because a 9-year-old's mocking him. Fucking weirdo. What about? Well, I thought you told me about that story when your sixth grade math teacher was fucking you in the ass. All right. All right. You, I don't know. I don't know anything. All right. So you weren't fucked in the ass when you were 14. All right. Oh Jesus. Wow. So that's what you thought. You thought you get the AIDS from getting fucked in your asshole. I'm dirty. Daddy. Daddy. We are definitely horrible. Can you imagine if we recorded, if they had recordings of us like the Donald Sterling? Oh my God, it'd be horrible. Oh, nobody. I know. Forget just the porn people. Like just the state of California people wouldn't like us. Iowa. That's classic. But that's the truth. Sad but true. Sad but true. Ah! Yeah, we know where St. Louis is. Missouri. Oh Jesus. They're like who lost the drone? Who lost the drone? Fucking drone. Like, who lost a drone? You see some military guy like, hey man, you guys seen our drone? Are you serious? They actually have this? Oh my god. A fucking drone, a drone hotline. I love it. I love it. Like the drone. Who lost the drone? Whose fucking drone is this? People don't need to be having drones. No. That's funny. Alright, well, drones. No drones. No drones. No goddamn drones. Being a drone. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's funny. So she's just a real estate agent sending out naked pictures of herself to help. Well, she's trying to get business. What the fuck? You can't fault the girl for trying to get business. Probably. I love it. Well, I love it. I like the concept, man. I like it. She's got a little hustle going. Oh. Are you ready? I'm ready. Oh shit. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Yay! Yay! Oh Jesus. Annexed. Okay. Because of your thing about them coming down on Ethiopia, and you thought it was a place of zen and a place of happiness. Oh, okay, that's wow. Big action right there, man. Katie Summers singing up a storm, baby. No, you have carte blanche. You fucking sing your little heart out. Yeah, you should. You should just do it like it's like a karaoke segment. That'd be that'd be pretty good. What a fucking only in baseball could you basically play forever. You know, no other sport has those types of rules. But baseball, it's funny. You got baseball where you play forever, and then you got soccer where it will end in a fucking tie. It's like the complete polar opposites. Because what other sport does something go in a tie? And what other sport goes just indefinitely until you have a winner? So it's bizarre, but that's soccer, and that's and I think hockey's the same way. Can't you have a tie in hockey too? Yeah. See, so soccer is the only activity now where, in theory, you can have a fucking tie. And that defies all logic in any sport activity that we do. Well, you would think that in baseball, there would come a point where you would think it would come a point where they would put up a rule where it's like, all right, now we're gonna have a fucking race, and whatever guy gets to first base first, we do like a 60-yard dash or something, where they don't play until fucking 2 days. So again, it's polar opposites of the sporting world, soccer and baseball. So I hate fucking soccer, but I'm just saying. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Wow, that's some big action for this day in history. Katie Summers, as always, it was great for you to be here with us, and give us and tell everybody what is going on right now in your life, where you will be, and what you will be doing. Au revoir, Katie Summers. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. All right, guys, that was the news that we could use with Katie Summers. That was awesome. That was spectacular. That was peachy keen. That was exciting. That was all the things that you've come to know and love about the Rob Black Show. All right, guys, so we're done. We are fucking finished. Yes, we are finished. And we will be closing out right now. And ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that we will be leaving this studio, and if all is 100% perfect with what we have going on, which I think will be, I have faith in our building team. I have faith in our crew. I have faith in everything that we are doing here. Then we will be in the new facility come Monday for your viewing pleasure. And if everything goes according to plan, we will have a new format. We will have a new look. We will have a new feel. You won't have a new host. It'll still be me, who you love or hate. We have that type of relationship. But either way, we'll be bringing you more quality entertainment. So it's the Rob Black Show. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you fuckers Monday at 10 or at noon, fucking noon. And I'm excited about bringing the new studio and the new format and everything new to all of you. Thank you for joining us, and it'll be great to get out of this ghetto studio, whatever the fuck you call it. All right, it's the Rob Black Show. We're out. We're signing it. We're done. We're finished. And as always, we're going to be jamming out of here with a little Angel of Death. See you guys Monday. It's the Rob Black Show. And be safe. And if you go to XBiz message board, we have a new post where Tom Byron put the apology letter to everybody for me offending them. So check that out. It's the Rob Black Show. We'll see you guys Monday. Later. Oh, Jesus.
I swear, you're in your head the way that I want you to die. Slow down. Hey, I'm your life.